Have you ever walked into a room and just felt something was off? The air feels heavy, almost like right before a thunderstorm. You say hi, expecting a smile, a nod, or just a simple hey back, but you get nothing. The person across from you doesn't even look up. They don't move. It's like you're invisible. Asterisk at first, you try to make sense of it. Maybe they didn't hear you. Maybe they're just lost in thought. Maybe they're having a rough day, so you try again. You ask a question, your voice a little higher, hoping to break the silence. Still nothing. No sigh, no glare, not even a hint of annoyance. Just a wall of silence. Asterisk, and suddenly, something inside you starts to panic. This isn't peaceful silence. This is the kind of silence that makes you feel erased. It's called the silent treatment. Some people think it's just a childish game or a sign of immaturity, but psychologists know it's way more serious. It's a form of emotional exclusion ostracism that attacks our deepest human need, the need to belong, to be seen, to matter. Asterisk, when you're on the receiving end, you're not just being ignored. You're being slowly taken apart, piece by piece. Asterisk, research shows why this hurts so much. Scientists have found that the same part of your brain that feels physical pain, the anterior cingulate cortex, also lights up when you're emotionally rejected. In other words, your brain can't tell the difference between a broken heart and a broken bone. That's why your chest aches, your stomach turns, and you feel wiped out. Your body reacts to the silence like it's a real threat because, for our ancestors, being ignored by the group could mean life or death. Asterisk, and now, the person who's supposed to be your safe place is the one making you feel invisible. They're not just refusing to talk. They're refusing to admit you exist. That's why some people call it emotional murder. It's an attempt to destroy your spirit without ever laying a finger on you. Asterisk, but the worst part isn't just the silence. It's the confusion. In a loud argument, at least you know what's wrong. With the silent treatment, you get nothing. You're left guessing, replaying every conversation, searching for what you did wrong. Did I say something? Did I forget something? Was my tone off? Your mind fills in the blanks with your own insecurities. You start to believe you're too needy, too sensitive, or just not good enough. Asterisk, you might even start apologizing for things you didn't do, just to break the tension. You beg for eye contact, for any sign that you matter. You shrink yourself, trading your dignity for a crumb of connection. And all the while, the other person watches. They see your pain, your confusion, and they keep the wall up. Asterisk, here's the difference. When someone needs space, they tell you. They say, I'm upset. I need an hour to cool off. It's healthy. That's communication. The silent treatment is the opposite. It's not about working through feelings. It's about punishing you for having them. It's a way to control you, to make you dependent on their approval. They hold all the power, and you're left outside, desperate to be let back in. Asterisk, so, who uses silence as a weapon, and why? It's easy to call them monsters, but honestly, people who use the silent treatment are usually really insecure. They don't know how to express their needs or handle conflict. Any disagreement feels like a personal attack. Instead of saying, I'm hurt, they just shut down. It makes them feel in control above all the messy emotions. They convince themselves they're being calm and rational while you're overreacting. But that's not strength, it's fear. It's a way to avoid being vulnerable and to teach you a harsh lesson if you challenge me. I'll take away my love until you give in. Asterisk, over time, this changes you. You start to censor yourself. Before you speak, you wonder how they'll react. You hide your feelings, your excitement, your complaints. You become a smaller version of yourself, just to avoid the pain of being ignored. Asterisk, and when the silence finally ends, usually with no apology, just a casual question or comment, you feel so relieved that you don't even ask for an explanation. You're just grateful to be noticed again. This is called intermittent reinforcement. It's the strongest kind of psychological bond. You become addicted to the person who's hurting you, always chasing the next moment of connection. Asterisk. So, how do you survive this kind of invisible attack? The first step is to stop playing along. Their silence isn't about your worth. It's about their inability to connect. When they go silent, resist the urge to chase. Don't apologize for things you didn't do. Don't beg. Don't send long texts explaining yourself. Every time you chase, you show them that silence works asterisk instead. Focus on yourself. Eat well, go to work, hang out with your friends. Treat their silence as a break, not a punishment. Take your life back. When you stop reacting, you break the power dynamic. You show that your happiness doesn't depend on their approval. Asterisk. Yeah, this is tough. It might even mean the end of the relationship. But ask yourself, is it really a relationship if you have to erase yourself just to keep the peace? You deserve to be heard. You deserve a partner who's brave enough to talk through the hard stuff. Asterisk, the silent treatment is like a ghost story, and you've been haunted long enough. It's time to stop waiting for them to speak and start listening to your own voice. That voice is still there, under all the fear and pain. It's telling you that you matter. It's telling you that you exist. And it's telling you that the most important person who needs to hear you is you, asterisk.